Is the one teacher that I come into school every single day and hope to see her happy face when she comes in.
I can't tell you that I've had any colleague so inspired and impacted a group of kids in such a short period of time.
She was more put together and motivated than anybody I've ever known. And if there's anybody or anything you want on your side, it's somebody like that.
I'm Mary Lou Brown, and I am a science teacher at Billerica Memorial High School, and I'm here to share my story. So multiple sclerosis, abbreviated MS, is when the body's natural immune system basically attacks itself and starts to break down the covering of the nerves. So then the message from the brain can't get to my nerves and my legs and my feet. They can't even really 100% diagnose it. And there's so many different symptoms that people have that every case is different. So as I think back, I feel like it's been probably 4 or 5 years with questionable symptoms. Probably the last year or two is when it was narrowing down to what it really was. It's tricky. It's not like you're just infected with a bacteria and there's no test for it. So they can't just take a blood test and say, yeah, you have this. So it's more what it's not than what it is. But there's a lot of things that mimic MS, so especially Lyme disease, and I was convinced I had Lyme disease. Actually, I'm still convinced I have Lyme disease. 3 different doctors have told me I have MS, but I'm not just taking that for an answer. I keep wanting to find something else. So I think when the doctor called me and said, you have MS, my reaction, I just burst into tears. And I think when it's finally said to you, even though it's suspected for a long time, but when it's just delivered, it's hard to comprehend. Yeah, my activity level started to decrease. I'm a very active person. I played 2 sports in college. I still hold records at St. Joe's. There's a banner at St. Joe's with my name on it. I thought I was just getting old and out of shape. I walk a lot with my dogs. So I couldn't go as far. My balance was not right. So being a science teacher, I knew there was something wrong with me. But God works in strange ways. So God gave me this puppy. She's only 2 years old. And right away I knew she had hip dysplasia because she was limping. And then that was right the same time that I was trying to figure out what was wrong with me. But like when I walked yesterday in the woods and I slipped on the ice, we'll say, she was right by my side. The number one hardest thing is getting out of bed because all my muscles hurt. So if you can imagine, when all your muscles hurt, you don't want to get up, but you have to. So I think that was the biggest challenge. And now that I learned more about it, when I get up, I'm actually okay. I'm not dying, I'm okay. I can move, I'm not paralyzed. It's more mind over matter. The little things that are really hard are that no one would ever realize is putting on earrings, because your fine motor skills are really hard. I can still do the things I want to do now. You just, I had to tell myself I'm gonna beat it, and now I go walking. My kids got me a Fitbit for Christmas, and after the first day, I almost returned it because why do I want to see how many steps I can't take? That was my initial attitude towards it. But now I flipped, and I love this thing because I am going to beat it, and I do more steps than anybody ever has. I can still do what I want to do. It's just every day you have to get up with that attitude. You have to put that in your brain because it's you have to work hard at every single thing that you do. I don't want anybody, my students, my friends, to treat me differently. If I drop something, oh, I'll get it for you. Because that's not how it is. I have to keep doing it. I have to be as normal as I can. And I will ask for help when I need it. It's not going to take me down.
If there's anybody that's going to get through this, it'll be her.